Hey cuties, hey beauties, hey handsome. It's your girl in the building, ADA-ORA, aka Leo Cutie. Welcome back to another video. How have you guys been? I hope you guys are doing well. So today in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys my best tips to grow long natural hair. These tips are tried and tested, okay? I've proven it. I've proven it in my kids' life. I've proven it in my sister's lives, in my friend's life, in my client's life. So I tell you, I kid you not, okay? When I tell you that these tips have proven to be true. So if you want to know what these tips are, please stay tuned, keep on watching. Okay, so my very first tip will be wash your hair, ladies, wash your hair, guys. If you want to grow long, healthy, natural hair or relaxed hair, whichever way, once you want to have healthy, long hair, you need to ensure that your scalp is clean. You need to ensure, because your scalp is the environment in which your hair grows. So it's important that, you clean it up, okay? So shampoo your hair once in a while, do a clarifying shampoo. Other times you can do moisturizing shampoo, just to keep the moisture in your hair, but don't skip on those shampoos, okay? And I also want you to know, like, you can do this on a budget, because someone might be saying, oh, I'm a student, I'm a whatever level you are, you can still also do this on a budget. Things as simple as, African black soap, you can mix it with water and you can have your own shampoo, okay? You can just clean your hair. And there are other cheap products in the market that are not so expensive, you can get for under $5, and so just do you and ensure that you wash your hair thoroughly. Second tips is sequel to this. If you're natural, wash your hair in sections. It will help to, the manageability of your hair. It will help to ensure that we are able to manage the hair, because a lot of times with natural hair, a lot of our natural hairs are thick, okay? So it's not like straight relaxed hair or straight Caucasian hair or something. So you get to, you have to work in sections, else you might be ripping your hair out, or maybe you probably might have more matting and more tangles and all of that. So it's important that you keep your hair in sections while you're washing. You can do 3, 4, 5, 6 and as many sessions as you can while you're washing your hair. So just also ensure that you thoroughly get in there and clean it thoroughly, and also just help to keep your hair detangled as well while you're washing your hair, okay, so that it doesn't bulk up so much and then mat up and now becomes really difficult for you to deal with. Okay, the next tip I would say is trim your ends. Guys, it's important that you trim your ends, okay? What's a trim? A trim is just like a necessary cut for the ends of our hair. Our hair goes through wear and tear during styling and during just the very basic idea of just wearing your hair around. Your hair goes through different wear and tear, so it's important that we factor in a trim once in a while and make it like regular, like you can say maybe every 4 months or twice a year, but just ensure that you get to those trims, okay? Trim off those dead ends, those split ends, and so that your hair can have it doesn't have to start to break off on its own and all of that, so it can thrive and it can actually grow as long as you want, okay? So factor in those trims. Contrary to popular opinion that when you trim your hair is going to be short. No, when you excessively trim your hair is going to be short. When you trim your hair without, like the basic knowledge of trimming, and probably just have a cut, give yourself like a mini cut instead of a trim, yeah, your hair is probably going to be shorter. But if you just do the necessary trim, trust me, your hair is going to continue to grow. The third one, or the fourth tip, is detangling. Ensure that you're detangling your hair well, okay? A lot of times, like whether you're a finger detangler like me and so many other people, or you're a wild tooth comb detangler like me too, or you're a brush detangler, like whatever it is you're detangling, just gently. I would advise that you progress from finger detangling to wide tooth comb to maybe a lesser wide tooth comb, and then maybe to a brush. Don't just go in with a brush, except of course your hair can handle that, but for the most part, you want to take your hands and feel, because your hands are actually a great tool for detangling. You feel for the knots, for the tangles, and then you separate. And even whilst you're combing, if you meet like any major bump, you might need to just drop the comb and go back and detangle. This will ensure that you retain as much length on your hair as possible, okay, so that you don't all go losing all that beautiful length that you just spent so much time, you know, investing in and getting. Okay, the next tip I would say is protective styling. As much as possible, you need to protect your hair. You need to style your hair in a protective way. You can wear twists, you can wear braids, you can wear you know, anything that makes your ends not like touching your body or touching, always flying around, so that there's not a lot of matting and tangling in your hair. Those are also great. Okay, you can put your hair in extension braids just like I'm wearing today, like I said. And if you haven't seen this video where I showed you how to really do like a full-on protective style, like this hairstyle is protective, then I'll link it up here, and I'll also link it in the description box so you can actually go and see that video. Okay, so protective styling, ensure that your styles are genuinely protective, not that you're just putting your hair away but then you're hurting your hair in the process. Okay, so ensure that you protective style often. Okay, the next one is moisturize your hair. A lot of times hair breaks when it's dry. Dehydration from inside, from outside, and all of those things. So hair breakage and split ends happens when your hair is extremely dry and all of that. So it's important we moisturize the right way. A lot of us are not moisturizing the right way. Some of us just take our products and, you know, we're just quick bam and go. But that's not really how to ensure that you have enough moisture in your hair. So you need to take time, you know, after your wash day, you've done your shampoo, you've deep conditioned, all that good stuff, then you rinse those things off. Then you take your leave-in, start with a leave-in. You can use a water-based leave-in if you're low in porosity, or maybe that's just your vibe, or you can use a cream-based leave-in if that's your vibe too, or if you're high in porosity or maybe medium porosity. And then you apply the leave-in, follow it up with an oil, and seal it up with a butter. That's the LOC method. Or you apply the leave-in, follow it up with a cream, and seal it up with an oil. That's the LCO method. Whichever way works for you, whichever way you find that your hair loves the most, just do it. Don't overthink it, just do it. Okay, the next tip I would say is stretching our hair. I mentioned it in a video before now, and I'll link it somewhere around. You know, you want to ensure that your hair is always in a stretched state, whether it's by twisting or braiding or threading or whatever, or just, you know, keep your hair, maybe just blow it out if you have access to that, and, you know, on low heat. Please guys, don't put harmful heat on your hair. So if you want to do that, just ensure that your hair is in stretch styles. Yeah, I think our natural hair thrives more when it's stretched out, because there's not a lot of knotting and matting and tangling and, you know, coiling up of all those kinks and curls in our hair. So when you keep your hair in a stretch style, they just align, and, you know, there's less friction and they just glide through each other. Okay, so ensure that you're stretching your hair, and you're stretching it whichever means. You can band, you can tie, you can do whatever, whichever material, but please do not use cotton materials. Just use things that are like silky, or you just use yarn or thread. Okay, so the next tip I would say is choose healthy hair products. Okay, you can, you know, there are arrays of healthy hair products in the market, and, you know, there's no one size fits all. You just have to figure out what works for you. Okay, so just try a couple, just read your ingredient list, ensure that there are no harmful ingredients, like, you know, maybe like in conditioners having sulfates there, or isopropyl alcohol, and all of those things are probably, or formaldehyde releases in your products. All those things are probably predispose you to more harm using them. And just choose your products. There are different brands I can't even begin to name. You know, when you choose those products, just stick to them and see how they work. Okay, don't be jumping from this product to that product, and eventually you wouldn't even know which one is working or which one isn't working. Take a system, try it out, and, you know, if you don't like it, then probably you can move on. Okay, the next tip I would like to say is exercise. Okay, get that blood flowing, okay. When we move around, like I talked about in a previous video, how our bodies also can help to support us when we're trying to grow our hair, or how our body can also sabotage us when we're to lose hair. Okay, once you're moving, circulation is going around your body and all of those things, then the blood circulation will also get to the scalp, which is not like a priority place for the blood circulation to get to, because there's so many organs to nourish down here, right? So but when you add that extra help to your body, then it helps to really just help to drive the circulation around your head and all of that. Next to that, I would say, is add a scalp massage. Guys, if you don't want to use your hands, you can get massage tools, you can have someone else do it for you, whatever is your vibe, but please ensure that you're getting in that massage. Get it in, and it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's very relaxing, and these tips will ensure that you're on your journey to very long hair. I hope these tips helped you. I don't want this video to be too long, so if you did, please engage with me in the comment section. Let me know, do you have any other tip? Do you have something for your girl? Because you know your girl wants to grow hair as long as her, you know, wherever it gets to. So I'm open to hear your tips, and if you have any more tips, please just add it in the comment section. Thank you all for engaging, thank you all for coming back. If you're a new subscriber, you know what to do, just subscribe to our channel. Welcome to the family. Okay, and if you're an old and a returning subscriber, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking around with Leo Kitty. Okay, so remain cute, remain beautiful, and remain handsome. Bye.